Hey everybody, it's Jason from the Certified Comic Shop, and it's time for an unusually lucky CGC unboxing. All right, so I know what you're thinking. Oh no, Jason's in prison. How did this happen? No, not in prison this time. I am actually in the new house in what will be, this will be the new HQ for the Certified Comic Shop. Now I know it doesn't look like much right now. It's kind of, well, it's cold, it's damp, it's echoey, and it's not a whole lot of good to look at, but we're getting there. I just had a meeting with my contractor, aka my father-in-law, and we've got a plan to start finishing this basement area to transform it into the all-new HQ of the Certified Comic Shop. But in the meantime, you're just going to have to deal with the not so good looking surroundings, and hopefully the comic books, the graded comics that I have in this box, will make up for the lack of scenery around me. Random guitar in the corner, random red shelf right there. I mean, it really does. It's it's kind of prison, but luckily I've got my prison. Put me in prison with one of these, and you know what will happen. You know what will happen. Anyway, let's get this box open. I've got 10 slabs in this box, just fresh back from CGC. While I open this, I will tell you that normally when I submit comics to CGC, I just do the standard timing. But this time around, I decided to do fast track, the fast track option. So you pay more per submission and you get it back in half the time. And actually it was faster than half the time because the standard turnaround time for this is all modern tier, according to CGC's website, was 31 days because of all the cons that they were going to be at. Slows down their in-office grading. So I'm like, you know what? I can't wait 31 business days. I need them back quicker. So I did the fast track, and actually fast track, it took 8 days for them to grade them once they got them. And I had them back. It was a total of like 13 days. So less than 2 weeks with the fast track, shipped them to CGC. They were graded them back to me less than 2 weeks. Fast track, definitely worth it this time around. So without any further ado, whatever that means, let's get this bad boy going, and let's look at some graded comics. All right, like I said, there's 10 of them in here, and I'm really happy with all these. So let me put this thing down. How do we want to do this? And we'll get it going. Sorry, it's always that transition is always awkward from opening the box to getting the comics ready to show them to you. Anyway, first up, is we have an invoice. That's not part of it. Just what comes with it. So here we go. First one right off the bat. Uncanny X-Men number 145. Sweet cover. Love this cover. 9.4 near mint. A little story behind this one. And a big shout out to my man comicbook_pressing over on Instagram, because when I got this, I bought it. It probably was like a 6.5, 7.0 at best. It was a hot mess. Not quite what I was hoping for when I got it, but I sent it to my man comicbook_pressing over on Instagram. His name's Eric. He's a great dude, and he pressed this bad boy and got it all the way up to a 9.4. So I am pumped up about that. Just goes to show what a good press from a quality presser will do for your comics. So check him out. If you're not following him on Instagram, once again, that's comicbook_pressing on Instagram. Check him out. That's the first one. Next up, here's another one, an Amazing Spider-Man 361, first appearance of Carnage. This is also a 9.4 now. I bought this, thought it was going to be around a 9.6, so came back slightly under that at a 9.4. There's one spine tick on there that I saw. I'm like, yeah, that's going to bring it down to a 9.6. CGC said, no, it's a 9.4. Still Awesome book, hot book to have. I always try to keep at least one of these handy for the shop just because it's so popular. So now I got another one, 9.4 right there. 2 down, 8 to go. What do we have here? Not that one. We got that. Oh, okay. Here's another cool, amazing Spider-Man. Number 798. The Greg Land variant cover. Of all the variants that came out for issue 798, this was my favorite. I loved just the way the Spider-Man was crawling down the page there. You had the trade dress down underneath at the bottom instead of on the top. I just really liked that display. So I was pumped up when this guy came back as a 9.8 because I love this cover. And that is pretty cool. And obviously 798 is the official first Norman Osborn as the Red Goblin. So cool key book and a cool variant to have right there. I also went ahead and got his brother, which is the full sketch cover of the same thing. Also graded a 9.8. Yay, high five. Psh, awesome. I love it when these things come back graded the way they're supposed to. But more importantly, just, you know, when they arrive, especially when you're buying things from shops that you're not used to buying things from, and they're coming through the mail, and you get them and you look at them, and you're like, yes, this looks like a 9.8, and then you send it to CGC and they're like, yes, this is a 9.8. That always makes my day. So that's cool there. 2 cool books. Let's hold them up side by side real quick. Look at that. Look at that hotness. Look at that hotness. Boom, right there. Gotta dig it. Gotta dig it. This is a Spider-Man. This is a Spider-Man heavy CGC unboxing, apparently. Next up, Venom Lethal Protector, I can say that. Venom Lethal Protector, number 1. CGC 9.8 as well. Cool little story behind this one is that not that long ago, maybe about 3 weeks ago, I was doing some perusing of Facebook Marketplace, ran across a dude who was selling about 300 comics for $325. I jumped on it because I saw there's quite a few issues in there, a lot of speculative issues that I thought, you know what, I could probably make that money back and then some on it. Well, also what I didn't know, I knew there was one of these in there. There was actually 9 of these in there. 9 Lethal Protector number 1s in this box. And I bought that box. Like I said, it was 300 comics or 325 comics for about $300. So let's just call it a buck a piece. $1, 9.8. What the hell, dude? That's pretty fresh. And like I said, there was more than one. So I sent 2 of them in because these bad boys right now, they're selling anywhere from $90 to about $110 for the standard cover here. One just sold on June 6th, and I don't know how this happened, for $225. It was a buy it now, but this thing, one of these sold for $225. That's a total outlier. I'm just going to price these at the bottom end of the market because I don't have a lot of money invested in them, and I'm not a big believer in trying to, you know, I need cash flow. I'd rather have $90 today than $110 4 weeks from now. That's just the way I operate. I need cash flow coming in, especially with something like these. For me personally, high ROI. Like the comic itself cost me $1 plus the cost of grading. You know, 90, 95 bucks somewhere in there. I'll be happy. No big deal. 2 of them. I've got like 7 more that I'm sure are 9.8s as well. So I got a nice supply of those to last me heading into the Venom movie. Next up. Now let's see here. Ah, yes. Now we're getting into my girl Domino here. This is the J. Scott Campbell. This is cover A, I believe. Yep, cover A. The Modern Domino. This was limited 2,800 copies, direct from J. Scott Campbell, and that is just a sweet cover. I just like the kind of the two-tone, the teal-y blue and the black, just popping right off there. That looks great. So that is a 9.8. Then we have also from JSC, cover B, the 90s Domino with Deadpool and Cable on there, also a 9.8. This print run was limited to 2,300 copies total. And looking good there as a 9.8 as well. Coming around the mountain when she comes. This is my favorite of the JSC Dominoes. This is cover C, and it was way out of focus. That's more in focus. Love this cover. It is the, say it, Yeah, Nick Fury, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. #4 homage, that Silver Age classic cover, which I just love. And it's nice to see here JSC has redone it for Domino. It's a 9.8 print run of 1800 on that one. And then the last one, the final one in the unusually lucky CGC unboxing, is cover D from JSC. This has a print run of 1300. Just once again, a pretty sweet cover here with the Wings of Fire, I believe is what this one's dubbed as in the background there. So boom, I mean, that was it. I mean, that was pretty quick. That was just a quick little unboxing there. 10 comics, the 4 J. Scott Campbells, all 9.8s. This goes to show, again, I've ordered stuff from direct from JSC before, some X-Men Blue stuff, as well as some other ones. And every time that I've shipped them off to CGC, they've come back in 9.8. So that's, you know, some confidence there. If you're going to buy from J. Scott Campbell's web store and submit them to CGC on your own, you can be relatively confident, reasonably confident, that they're going to come back in 9.8s. We got those 2 Venom #1 Lethal Protectors. We've got the Amazing Spider-Man 798s, the Greg Land variants, both of those. The X-Men 145 that was pressed, and then the Amazing Spider-Man 361. All in all, 10 comics. Totally stoked to have them all. They are now officially going to be available to you guys, because that's what I do. I'm what I call a catch and release collector, like I'm fishing. I like to catch the big fish, reel it in, look at it, go, man, that's a nice looking fish. I'm so happy I caught that fish. That's so cool. Give it a little kiss, and then put it back in the water and let it go and let somebody else have it. That's the same way I am here at the Certified Comic Shop. I love getting the comics in. I love collecting them. I love the hunt. I love the find. I love seeing the grades come back. But then I make them available to you guys. So I will have these up on the website here shortly. If you're watching the video right after it's released, they won't be on the website yet because I'm a busy dude. Just had my 4th child, my 4th. He is, as of today, 4 days old. So we got a lot going on. Just carving out time to shoot this video took a couple days. So anyway, if you're watching this video, if it just came out, if you're subbed and you're just seeing it, you won't find it on the website now, probably in a couple days. But if you're watching this a month down the road, more than likely, if they haven't sold already, you'll find them over at certifiedcomic.shop. Once again, that's certifiedcomic.shop is where you can find all the comics that I have for sale. I also list them on my eBay store, which is also a Certified Comic Shop, but they're cheaper if you buy them from my website, because I don't have to pay the eBay fees if you buy them from my website. So pro tip, come to my website first, certifiedcomic.shop, before you go to eBay, because you get a better deal, because that's what I'm all about. I'm about hooking you guys up. So that's it. I got to get going because I think, yep, baby's crying. I think it's my turn. I got to go. All right, guys. See you next time at the Certified Comic Shop.